This is the video that's been making the rounds.
Well, why does he think he's with you?
I have no idea. I'm pretty sure he's confused. Are you videotaping me?
Thinking about it.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not changing my story about that.
Okay. Well, okay. What I want to know is when did you become the type of person that would do that?
I answered you.
You became, when you're saying when you fell in love with me, that's when you decided to be the type of person that would lie to me.
It wasn't conscious. It was a...
Yeah, but let's be very clear. You lied to me utilizing your daughter as an excuse.
I have already admitted to all of that.
Repeatedly. Well, I just want to...
I know, and I've admitted to it, and you keep saying it.
And then when you got caught lying, using your daughter as an excuse over and over again, you got caught.
Yes.
You then decided to go fuck somebody else to pay me back for catching you in a lie.
I don't think that I could go into the whole... No.
Well, I caught you lying. You got mad.
I did.
Okay, and then when you got mad, you wouldn't fuck somebody else.
I was mad at me.
Okay, but you wouldn't fuck somebody else.
I did.
Because you got caught lying.
Yes.
And now this person is now...
I was mad at me.
Now this...
You like that? She said that's twice she said that. I was mad at me. Well, yeah, for going out and cheating on the guy. All right. So again, I probably should have prefaced this before I even clicked play here, but the fact remains is this guy is going through, it's like he is an interrogator. He's like a prisoner interrogator. And yes, let's just noted, the body language is duly noted here. I'll talk about that here in just a second. She's in the defensive crouch, as Royce used to say. And I think what's funny to me is listen to the rationalizations that go along with this. Now, again, this is not me trying to run women up the flagpole because women are just going to say, oh, well, she's just damaged. There's something wrong with her. We're going to make her like this outlier, right? But listen to what she says and listen to what the rationales are here.
Person is now texting you saying that he was with you actually all night.
He was not.
Okay, but so he's lying.
He is lying.
Okay.
He is lying. That's a big fat fucking lie.
He's saying last Friday night. What does Katy Perry voice mean?
I have no idea.
Can somebody go look that up for me? Because I could not find that. Is that a thing? Is that like an Urban Dictionary thing? What is Katy Perry voice? I have to know what that is. I tried to look it up before. I didn't have enough time to like get on it before I went live today. But somebody find me out what the hell Katy Perry voice is.
I don't know what he's talking about.
So he's lying.
I think he was with somebody else before he got to me. That's what I think.
Okay. Well, he thinks he had sex with you all night.
He didn't.
Did you blow him near the couch?
Yes.
Okay. Well, he talked
right when he walked in the door.
Okay. So wait, right when you walked in, you went out sucking his dick.
Yes.
Okay. Well.
All right. So hold on. Stop the tape. Stop the tape. If you want to know why this is going viral, this is why it's going viral. I saw this. I don't think it was somebody on Fresh. And by the way, guys, Fresh, Myron, if you're watching this, I will gladly give you this video and you guys can do a breakdown on it, because I think it was somebody from the Black Manosphere who forwarded this to me as well. But man, wow. I was looking at the Twitter responses to this one part of the video right here, where she's like, yeah, as soon as you walked in the door, I gave mom her. Oh yes, okay. Now, thank you, Red. Okay, so yeah, tell her to get the fuck out. Yes, I 100%. Is that what that is? What is Katy Perry voice? It means she's about. Is that what that is? Is that really what that is? Because I've never heard that in my lifetime. This is news to me. Sorry, maybe I'm out. Maybe that's what the kids are calling it today. Katy Perry voice means she's gonna like. Is that what it is? Wow. So that's the part of the video that everybody's fixating on, and I will tell you this has been the source of some very hilarious memes as a result of this. But again, now, okay, all fun and aside, notice what's happening here. The guy who the husband is grilling her on what? Grilling her on the specifics of what she did, and then trying to appeal to reason. Now, I'm going to say this right here from the get-go. This dude is very much beta, very much blue pill. He's one of these guys who probably in another incarnation is one of these guys who keeps an Excel spreadsheet of all the times a woman wouldn't have sex with him. I would wonder, I don't know this for a fact. I don't know who this even is right here. By the way, just to clarify, because I know I'm going to get this question, is this real? That was the first, that's one of the reasons why I waited till Sunday to do this. I got this video like 3 days ago. And if you follow me on Twitter, you'll understand. I posted this up there and I said, is this real or is this not? I did my due diligence. As far as I know, this is real. This is not a setup. This is not staged. It's shitty video. Could it be? Yes. Anything online can be staged, but it doesn't. It seems to me like it's not staged. So that, all standard caveats apply. I don't know for sure if it is a hoax, turns out to be a hoax or a hose job, whatever. I'm sorry in advance, but it still is a good illustrative video. So I'm going with the assumption that it's real. There you go. Sorry.
He references that. So he knows it's you.
Yeah. Okay.
He's talking about being with you all night.
He wasn't.
Okay.
We didn't leave the restaurant until 10:30. You just heard that.
Okay.
Well, there was nothing to preface that.
But she didn't say that you weren't with him as well.
Call her back. She probably won't take the call since you hung up on her. But go ahead and call her back.
Okay. Now, do you feel bad at all that you did what you did?
Oh my God. Fuck yes, I do.
What do you feel bad about?
I feel bad that, well, for 100 different things, I feel bad. Starting backwards, or starting at the end and working backwards, I felt absolutely terrible that I cheated on you.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you feel bad that you lied to me?
Well, I was getting there. I told you I was working from the end and going backwards.
Okay.
The worst thing that I've ever done is hurt you.
Okay, so when you got
Clearly not. Clearly, the worst thing you've ever done is knocking out with another guy. But that's the rationale. Now, she's going to get into emotional appeals here in just a moment. And I should also say this, is that when I'm looking at this video being passed around, on also, by the way, on different channels and on different Twitter feeds, there's a lot of women that are coming to this woman's defense. And there's also the element of guys who are saying, well, if you'd been more of a man, she wouldn't have done that, right? It's on you. It's your responsibility that she's, or you're responsible for her infidelity. And I think that is a real mind fuck.
But so tell me more about the logic of you fucking getting caught lying, and then you go suck some other guy's dick because I caught you lying. How does that work?
He used the L word. Not love, logic.
I was an absolute whore and deserved to be treated like one. It was self-mutilation. I don't know how to behave like this.
So you're saying that you wanted to self-mutilate? So if you wanted to self-mutilate, but wouldn't self-mutilate actually be like you cut yourself or you do damage yourself? You wouldn't suck dick. You just went and did something pleasurable.
All I did was...
He says he fucked you for 6 hours.
He didn't.
Okay.
That's a lie.
Okay, well, but you don't remember anything.
That's a lie. It was only 4. I don't mean to gloat. I really don't. This is a female accountability 101. Boy, man, I can't believe I jumped on this quicker than anybody else. And I waited 3 days to make sure this was legit. How come you guys? How come I'm the one leading the charge on this one? I wanted to stop this because this was really good. Musick said this isn't a defensive posture. She's hiding how wet her kitty is, and think about how hurt he is, smirking, and she loves it. What's funny is, by the time we get to the end of this video, you guys tell me, do you think that was her intent? Do you think that she's just like, oh Jesus, when is this going to be over? This guy's such a schmuck. This guy's such a beta loser, but I got to entertain him. I got to play along. I'm on camera. She was like, I don't care. Go ahead. You can videotape me. Some like women who are defending this chick. First of all, they're saying it's his fault. Because this is what a gamma would do, by the way, is analyze everything rather than just go, you know what, next. because that's really the end result of all this. Isn't so much like, well, we're going to find out for the interests of posterity and mankind to figure out what is this woman thinking about when she's sucking the guy off as soon as he walks in the door, and at least going for 6 hours, maybe less than 6 hours, but your mileage may vary. But this is, I can't let the guy off the hook on this too. So lest you think that I am like coming down just particularly on the guy, on the woman here, the guy is just the fact that he would even bother to do this leads me to believe he's one of these analytical gamma male guys who has to say, what's the logic in that? Don't you realize that you're being foolish? And what that is when guys make appeals to reason, and Lord knows I have in my past. Okay. And I'm sure there's probably people in the chat who do exactly the same thing. They wonder why it is that women can't be more like a guy. Why is it that you can't speak to them? They're all emotional children. We talked about that, last week. Why can't we talk? Why can't we just, if we could only reason with them, like they're aliens from another, if we could just reason with these people. And the fact of the matter is that that's not the case here, right? Guys don't understand that women lead with emotion. They don't understand. This would be completely unnecessary. Like this whole video, I'm glad the guy did it because it gives me, it's red meat, right? But if the guy had read my book, if the guy had read The Rational Male, if guy had certainly read Preventive Medicine, this conversation simply wouldn't have taken place. Because she's when a woman gets to the point where she's cheating on you, you have reached the point of diminishing returns, my friend. Definitely. When it comes to like appealing to her, that's the who hurt you moment. Who hurt you? Why is it? You notice how she tries to turn it around? She turns it around into, well, I just wanted to self-mutilate. What? Sucking the guy off? Now, listen to what the guy says. Oh, wouldn't that be more like cutting yourself? Wouldn't that be more like, hurting yourself, or I don't know, dressing goth all of a sudden? No, it's not, because this is bullshit. This is just this is deflection is what this is. Because when women are put on the spot, particularly when logic is being used instead of emotion, women want to push that conversation and reframe that debate, which is literally what this guy's having. He's negotiating here, or trying to figure things out by negotiating. For all I know, they're split up, right? But the negotiation continues because the guy wants to hold her accountable by appealing to reason, rather than understanding the mechanics and understanding the dynamics and the reasons why she would go do that in the first place. She's with another dude. Okay. She's banging another dude. Why? Because you are not the answer to the hypergamous doubt question, which is he the best I can do? Most likely. How old does this woman look to you? Do you think she's like late 30s, early 40s? I would say she's in her 40s. Here's my bet. I'm going to bet she's 41, 42, somewhere around there. I don't know for a fact. I don't even know what her name is. She looks to me 41, 42, somewhere in there. At that stage right there, that's, if you read Preventive Medicine, you'll understand that's the alpha reinterest phase that women go through. It's the making up for missing out phase. It's the, I married a beta in my youth. And when I was in my epiphany phase, when I got to be 28, 29 years old, I married this chump who's interrogating me right now. And now here we are 10 years later, however many years later. And now I've answered the question. He's not the best I can do. This guy who wants to bang me for 6 hours is the guy whose cock I want to suck as soon as he walks through the door. Boy, that's going to be a great clip for you guys, for my haters. That guy is the guy that she wants to get with, not you. And I've been asked this before. It's like, well, don't you think that how come women don't enjoy sex? I was like, no, you need to add one part to that sentence, which is they don't enjoy sex with you. That's the other part. Women love sex. They absolutely love. They do. Are women as sexual as men? No, as a biological impossibility. I'll explain that to you guys in a little bit here, but it's a biological impossibility for women to want or to be into sex to the same degree that men are. Simple as that. Are women more sexual than most guys really realize or understand? Oh, yes, very much so. Very much so. But are they as sexual? Are they more into sex? No, that's a cope most guys have, and it's been around for a long time, and women love it and they reinforce it because it reinforces the victimhood narrative for them. We'd be so much more sexual for you guys if you would just stop oppressing us, and we could just remove the church and we wouldn't be sexually repressed. And we would really want to suck your dick as soon as you walk through the door. All right. Let's keep going here. But that was a good, thank you for that question, by the way. I thought that was good. I think that probably on some level she is she's enjoying this, but she still has to go along with it. So this is when what Vox Day said this in the sociosexual hierarchies video. He says this, that when women encounter or they deal with guys who are sort of gamma male guys, the guys who are like bean counters, they're the like intersexual bean counters. Everything has to be, like why is this? Why is that? And help me to understand the reason why that fails for those guys is because they aren't playing the game. They're exposing the game. They're showing it. They're dragging it out into the open. They don't get it. They just don't get it. And women want a guy who just gets it, who knows how to play the game without having to be told to. A guy who would know, a guy who would, the guy that women don't cheat on is the guy who just gets it, who understands her nature, who can read her mind, right? He understands the nature of men, he understands the nature of women, and he acts accordingly, and it becomes part of his personality. So that, in a way, I guess that kind of answers your question there. It's easy. About, will women cheat on an alpha? Depends. Just again, it's contextual. And again, hypergamy is not a straitjacket. We'll come back to that. But yes, she is enjoying this. And last thing is, Vox Day said this is like when women deal with guys who are like gamma males, they have this irresistible, like unexplainable urge to punch the guy in the face. And the reason for that is because a guy is observing the process changes the process. So he's exposing the game and he's dragging it out in the open. This is one of the reasons why I say all these accountability shows that are out there right now, they're entertaining, they're fun, they're indignation generating, but ultimately they don't lead anywhere because you're Mr. Wizard and you're the scientist and they want a vibe. They want the emotional high. They don't want a lot. You're not going to get anywhere with this woman with logic, trying to corner her with logic.